Hi all, in this video we will try to understand Purvashadha Nakshatra. Purvashadha Nakshatra ranges from 13 degree 20 minutes Sagittarius to 26 degree 40 seconds of Sagittarius. See, Purvashadha is the last nakshatra in the Venusian belt of nakshatras. The Venus nakshatras are Bharani, Purva Falguni, and then here Purvashadha. These three nakshatras are Venusian nakshatras. So in that list, Purvashadha is the last nakshatra. So this particular nakshatra consists of 3 stars. See, every constellation or every nakshatra consists of some number of stars. So here Purvashadha Nakshatra consists of 3 stars. So those are, some names are given always, something like it's Epsilon Sagittari, Delta Sagittari, and another Epsilon Sagittari which is also called as Cos Borealis, right? So the first Epsilon Sagittari is called as Cos Australis, and the second star is Delta Sagittari, which is also called as the Cos Media. So whatever, some names are given, there are 3 stars. So if the civilization changes, let us say we are into some other yuga or some other decade, the names would change. It depends on which civilization is taking more part in giving the names and all the stuff. Whatever, there are 3 stars. So the magnitude is also visible magnitude. The minimum one is 1.81. So you know, right, if the visible magnitude is less, you can clearly understand the brightness is more. Inverse relationship between brightness and visible magnitude. And we are not going to discuss the astronomical things of this particular nakshatra here. We are trying to understand the energy of this particular Purvashadha Nakshatra, how our sages actually identified the energy of this nakshatra. So ancient Vedic seers saw this particular nakshatra as forming the shape of a hand-held fan. Okay, so this is looking similar to hand-held fan. See, they could give so many other symbolisms also, but they purposefully gave the symbolism as this particular, in the form of shape of a hand-held fan, right? We'll try to understand why they gave this kind of symbolism. So initially, what is the meaning of Purvashadha? Purvashadha means the former invincible. Invincible means you cannot, it does not have any kind of losing situation. It always wins generally. So Purvashadha energy is something like, at least they feel they always win, and most of the times they win. Most of the times in the life situations, whatever situation is given to them, they always have the good attitude to win the situation, especially the Purvashadha Lagna people. So when you are a Sagittarius Lagna, and especially in the Sagittarius Lagna also, if you are belonging to the Purvashadha Lagna, then you're most of the times you are victorious. You can come out of so many hurdles in your life. You have that positive attitude. That is a fundamental thing. So Purvashadha is nothing but the former invincible, also former unconquered. You cannot win. People generally cannot win the Purvashadha Lagna people, right? The other nakshatra Lagna people, generally they cannot win the Purvashadha Lagna people until and unless their horoscopes are very strong. This was the fundamental belief in the Vedic times, because these people are very much positive attitude. They are of very positive attitude. So invincibility is the key word here, right? So the alternative name for Purvashada in Vedic times was Aparajita. Means Parajita means to lose, Aparajita means difficult to, they don't lose very easily. They don't have any kind of losing situation. They are victorious basically. They are Aparajitas, undefeated. The key word is here is undefeated. Aparajita means undefeated. So what can you understand from the symbolism that our Vedic seers gave to this particular nakshatra, that is shape of a handheld fan, right? So generally in olden times, in some of the civilization, fans were being used as some kind of decorative items also. Decorative, in Japanese, Oriental cultures, you can clearly identify fans as some kind of decorative pieces. So this kind of decorative pieces, this kind of ideology is basically, if you observe the Purvashada nakshatra, Lord is Venus, right? So the showy, glitzy and glamorous Venusian aspect is added here, right? That is where this decorative ideology is coming. So even in the ancient, some of the ancient civilizations, they had this kind of belief. The type of fan everyone carries, right, was directly related to social status. So what kind of fan you had, because in those days, there were some times where fans were treated as symbols of your social status. That time no much inventions were not made, so obviously fans were the representation of social status. Just like these days, the kind of mobile phone you use represent, your social status. The kind of AC you are using, the kind of, means AC is in the sense air conditioner, the kind of refrigerator you are using, or the kind of mobile you are using, the kind of vehicle you are using, right, that actually those things represent your social status. But in the olden times, there were no much inventions, only fan was invented during the time. Of course, fans were treated as symbol of social status also, right? So here the aspect of social status, the more Venusian energy is coming when you are thinking this particular nakshatra energy as a decorative energy, right? So here the concept of superiority is coming into the picture. If you clearly understand the energy, the concept of superiority, right? So it finds itself superior in comparison to all nakshatras before it. So Purvashada nakshatra, before Purvashada nakshatra, you have Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigasira, Ardra, Punarvasu, Pushyami, Aslesha, and then again you can see Magha, then Pura Falguni, Uttara Falguni, then you have Hasta, Chitra, Swati, Vishakha, Anuradha, Jesta, then you have Mula, then Purvashada. So all these nakshatras before Purvashada, whatever nakshatras you have seen so far, so Purvashada Lagna people, mainly Purvashada Lagna people, feel themselves very superior compared to other nakshatra people, right? Whatever nakshatras I said. After Purvashada, of course, you have Uttarashada, which is more victorious. Generally, they feel even more victorious, and we will talk about that in some other video. But so before Purvashada, whatever nakshatras you actually find, and if the people taking birth in those nakshatra lagnas or in those nakshatra moons, generally, compared to them, Purvashada lagna or Purvashada moon people, they generally feel very superior. That is where this decorative item ideology, or it's a kind of, the ideology is basically the superiority, right? So the superiority is the key word here. So they feel very much superior. Whether they are really superior or not, that is a different ideology, that is a different thinking, right? But what they feel, what kind of energy they feel, because just because they took birth in the Purvashada Lagna, that's it, that's good enough for them, that they feel very superior compared to other people, right? Especially whenever you're finding this Venusian belt, the Bharani, Purva Falguni and Purvashada. If you find three people, let us say Bharani Lagna, Purva Falguni Lagna and Purvashada Lagna, if you just take these three people, this Purvashada Lagna people, they feel very much superior compared to the Bharani Lagna and Purva Falguni Lagna people. And even the other people also accept, the Bharani Lagna people and the Purva Falguni Lagna people also accept the superiority of Purvashada Lagna people generally. Even you can say the same thing for Purvashada Moon also, similarity. But Purvashada Lagna is a bit more powerful to Purvashada Moon, of course, whichever is stronger, right? If your moon is very much stronger in Purvashada, then yes, then obviously the Purvashada effects are more, because your moon is very strong in Purvashada. Otherwise, let us say your Lagna is very strong compared to, compared to any other thing in your horoscope, then obviously if you're Purvashada Lagna person and you feel this kind of superior energy, so you always feel superior compared to others. That is one of the fundamental things of Purvashada energy. So the superiority of perfection achieved in the Venusian, in this particular Venusian field will, however, of course, depend upon the soul level of the native. Let us say your horoscope is not so good, but only your Purvashada Lagna person. You always feel very superior, but your other conditions, other planetary positions are not so good, but still you're feeling very superior. Then what does that mean? You may look like a fool in front of some of the people, right? You don't have much knowledge, you don't have much of the other conditions available for you, but still you're feeling very superior because you are a Purvashada Lagna person. You always feel very superior, but other positions are not good, other planetary positions are not good. So even though you don't have many things with you, but still you feel very superior. That means people may consider you as fool sometimes then, right? Obviously. So if other conditions are also very good, then of course other conditions are going to help you a lot, and then you feel very superior, let us say, because you are a Purvashada Lagna person, then obviously people also consider you as a very superior person because you have a lot of good qualities, and at the same time you're feeling very superior, and that's good enough to to showcase yourself as a Purvashada, as a superior personality, right? The superiority is the key. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The Purvashada energy gives the person to feel very superior, right? That is a single statement. So that is where this decorative ideology, decorative item, or that kind of superior energy is a keyword here. So, and then what is the representation of this particular fan, handheld fan? So a fan is used to cool oneself down in hot conditions. That is one thing, right? So what is that? What does this mean, to cool oneself down in hot conditions? What are hot conditions? Hot conditions are nothing but hard conditions, hard situations of your life. So they have the capability, they have the positive attitude to overcome the hard times in their lives. So fanning is essentially an act of aggression against heat, right? So this nakshatra is often associated with all kinds of aggressive activities also, right? So Purvashada energy is related to aggressiveness in a way that, see, it is the nakshatra energy is something like it is patient in adversity and aggressive whenever the opportunity comes. Whenever the opportunity arises, a Purvashada energy is very aggressive. It is considered to be a very aggressive nakshatra, right? So it has that positive attitude also to come out of the problems whenever it is in hard situation, but at the same time it gives aggressiveness. So whenever you met a person of Purvashada Lagna, if the Lagna is very powerful, or the Purvashada moon person, if the moon is very stronger, then the person is obviously an aggressive person, no other doubt, and he feels very much superior compared to others, whether he is really having that intelligence or knowledge or whatever, but he feels superior to others. That is one important observation you can make. So whenever you're seeing a Purvashada Lagna person, and if the Lagna is very strong, then make a note that the person is aggressive, and second one is the person feels superior, right? That is one thing. So the third thing, if you see the handheld fan symbolism, from that you can find, so you can use fan to fan up a fire, right? So something like, so the nakshatra ability is to keep things going on, to fan a fire, in the sense everybody has some fire inside, and the fire is useful to do the things continuously, to continuously maintain the momentum of the task, right? So this is a one thing, that is the positive thing, is they can keep the things going on. They don't let the, means they don't give up easily. That's one thing, that's one positive thing, because they can continue the fire till the end. They can try at most, right? So that is where the positive thing is coming in. But the negative aspect, if you consider the negative aspect, the same thing, this manifests as exaggeration or over expansion. So exaggerating themselves, so firing up even though there is nothing, but they try to exaggerate themselves. So but in its positive aspect, it is very inspiring, because they keep the momentum basically, right? So they know how to keep the fire burning. As a result, is a very expressive and expansive, it's a very expansive nakshatra also. So in a positive aspect, means once they evolve, means once their age increases, they can clearly find themselves, they come to know that they can continue the fire till the end of a task, right? That is one thing. And in its lower level, what happens is they exaggerate about themselves. So whenever you're meeting a person of Purvashada Nakshatra Lagna, which if the Lagna is stronger, or Purvashada Moon person, if Moon is very stronger, then you can clearly understand the person feels always superior compared to others. And also second thing is the person, the second thing is they can come out of the problems, even in the hard situation, they try to come out of the problems. That is a positive attitude they have. And another important thing is they are aggressive by default. And the fourth thing is you can clearly say they exaggerate themselves if they are lower souls, or at least in their initial days of their life, they try to exaggerate themselves even though they are not that much capable of, but they try to exaggerate themselves. And as their age goes on, as their age increases, they can stand as a inspiring personality, because they know how to maintain the momentum. They know how to keep the fire burning till the end of the task, right? So that is the positive thing. So, and one more thing is, a fan can be used as this handheld fan. In ancient times, they were using it as a mask to hide oneself. So this is the essential, this clearly relates to the nakshatra's ability to conceal, means to hide the facts, information, feelings, personality, all these things. So generally the Purvashada Lagna people, they are not the same as they appear to the outer world. They hide some information. You cannot really, they may, because it is a Sagittarius Lagna, so generally they appear like gurus. They appear like, so Sagittarius Lagna, this Sagittarius Moon, they look very ideal, just to look at. They obviously they can have this kind of structure, they have this kind of energy. They are they look like they look like gurus, they look like very inspiring personalities, they look like very calm and cool, or very good. They of course they are aggressive, but at the same time you may feel that they are really really some guru like personalities, but there would be some other thing going on right in the back, because they can hide their feelings. The feelings that they express openly are different from what they have inside. They may have different varieties of feelings, but outside they may behave like gurus or inspiring personalities, this kind of things, right? So they may appear like shy. They are shy, since because the nakshatra is initially, it has some kind of shy and sensitive energy also. So it generally likes, the nakshatra energy likes to conceal or hide the enthusiasm and bubbliness from the outside world as much as possible, right? But they have this kind of enthusiasm, they have this bubbliness, they have this kind of a bit seductiveness or whatever, but they hide it. They hide it, and they may appear like a bit sensitive, a bit shy also. So only after some initial reluctance, and when it begins to gain some confidence, then only it shows that kind of true colors to the other person. But initially they appear like very shy and sensitive. But once you get to know about them, once you travel with them in the course of the journey, you will clearly understand that they are not the same person they appeared initially. This is one of the fundamental things of Purvashada nakshatra energy. So that is one thing you can clearly understand. And another important capability of Purvashada nakshatra, or another symbolism is given, is winnowing basket. So winnowing basket is something like this. So on the picture you can see here, winnowing basket is something like, if you have some good and bad mixed, it can, in the process, it can eliminate all the bad, and it can only give you the good. It means what? It can uncover the hidden talents. That is the one of the best things of Purvashada nakshatra. So it can whatever may be the talent inside, because in this particular winning process, this winnowing process, basically the winnowing basket, with the winnowing basket, when you do winnowing, and finally you will see the hidden material, the hidden important material is coming out, and the wastage is going out. So definitely it is a nakshatra where it can bring the inner talent up, whether it is for the self or it is for others, because basically, see, this is having a Sagittarius impact. Sagittarius is a guru, basically it acts like a guru, right? Whether it is a guru or not, whether it is having much knowledge or not, it is a different thing, but they act like gurus, right? So they act like gurus. In this particular process, they may try to help you in identifying your own talent. That is one important thing, right? So they will try to help you, or they will try to teach you. Sometimes if they are very highly experienced souls, then definitely they will try to understand the things better for you. They will make you understand the things better for you, right? So that is one thing you can clearly understand in Purvashada nakshatra energy people, right? So that is the fundamental energy of Purvashada, and we will try to understand the deity and other things about this Purvashada in some other video. Thanks for watching this video.